Good to have you with us this hour. That's our top story. High-speed rail is headed to the governor's desk and headed to California, it seems. Funding to begin work on the California high-speed rail project passed the state Senate today, and with the Assembly's approval yesterday, when the governor signs it, the project can now officially begin. And it's set to be starting right here in the Central Valley. 17's Trevor Thompson joining us now with details on what this vote today means. Trev?
Jim, it's been almost 4 years since voters initially approved funding for the high-speed rail project. Since then, though, it's been a lot of back and forth between the two parties in the legislature with little action to show for it. Today's vote, however, means real action could soon begin. Before today's vote, Senator Michael Rubio of Shafter compared the situation surrounding California's high-speed rail project, which is slated to eventually connect LA and San Francisco, to that of the Transcontinental Railroad, championed by Abraham Lincoln.
He chose at the country's most difficult time, most difficult financial period, to build the railroad and do something of a bold vision.
Today's vote unlocks about $8 billion total to begin the project. About $6 billion, financed by bonds and federal money, will be used to build the first section of the railroad, a 130-mile track stretching from Madera to Bakersfield. But Senator Jean Fuller of Bakersfield says she's worried about how the state will finance the rest of the track, which will cost an estimated $60 billion more.
If we don't do more to complete this plan, then I think we have the second problem, and that is that the general fund is endangered.
Assemblyman David Valadeo of Hanford also criticized the vote for coming at a time when so much else is being cut.
We just made some of the worst cuts. We put trigger cuts on school, we put trigger cuts on public safety, we put trigger cuts on so many things just this past week.
And Assemblywoman Shannon Grove of Bakersfield also criticized the vote for being too hasty, saying the Central Valley route hasn't even been finalized yet, and when it is, it could force many people to give up their property.
There's a couple of different lines, and one of them goes right through downtown Bakersfield when you look at churches and homes and businesses, and people's livelihoods are going to be ripped up.
Right now, 5 builders are in the process of bidding on the rights to the Central Valley line. The state's high-speed rail authority is expected to choose one of those this December, with first tracks to be laid in September or October of 2013. I'm Trevor Thompson, 17 News.